Tia, thank you for having us today. Thank you all for being here, and Monterey for graciously hosting all the baseball programs today. I think it's a tremendous opportunity for our young men to continue to grow as people, as players, and ultimately part of their maturation process. For us as a program, it's something that is important to help develop, continuing on. It's important for our program, developing young men of character. We spend, I get myself and our coaches get a chance to spend, almost 20 hours a week with our players, and I think that we get a chance to see them almost more than their parents. So, for us, we're a second set of parents for these young men, and we get a chance to talk to them and deal with them through something that they're very passionate about. Continuing, their baseball careers is important to them. Continuing to really grow as people, and the influence that we have, we don't take lightly, and it's important to us. This year, we're fortunate to have 19 of our 30 guys that we dressed for our CIF championship game back. We have 15 seniors back this year. We've got 3 of them up here with me today that I'm honored to bring with us. As it currently stands right now, I think 8 of our current seniors have found a home to play next year. We think there's going to be a few more as well, and we're excited about the upcoming season. It's a new ball club, even though we return a lot of guys. We've talked at length with them that this season's new, and we want to turn the page on last year. We were fortunate to achieve some tremendous things last year, and it was a great experience. And with a new ball club, we have a new identity, but we stay with the fundamental principles that we built our program on. Building young men, teaching them how to play the game the right way, teaching them the work habits that it takes to be successful, not only at our level, but ultimately beyond after that. These young men here, you got Matt McClure. He's been a 2-year starter for us on the mound. He's been as consistent as they can be, brings in tremendous energy and pride in what he does, and we're looking forward to him to be a staple in our rotation this coming year. Milan Tolentino, this will be his 4th year on the varsity team. He's not only done some great things, with our program, solidifying the middle of the infield, closing out ball games for us at times and hitting the middle of the order, but he's done some amazing things, outside the program as well, representing our country last year at the 18 USA games overseas. And then to my right here is Connor Bain. Connor Bain is a 2-sport athlete, played football and baseball. He's our center fielder. He's an all-CIF player for us last year. Is a huge integral part of our lineup. There's a bunch of other great seniors that we're looking forward to watching them grow. We're disappointed it's only 4 or 5 more months with the young men, but we're going to savor that time. We're going to enjoy that time, and we're excited about the season and excited about continuing to grow and build on the foundation that we've started over the past couple of years.
Great, thank you. Milan, how would you describe the program this year?
Well, I'd say that we have a really good ball club, especially coming back from last year's good year. And, we just have a lot of ways to win a ball game. We're not just going to go one way, and we're going to figure out a way to win every game.
Connor, talk to me about what are you really looking forward to this season?
Looking forward just to have fun with my teammates, be able to play the game of baseball, and just continue to have fun.
Great, thank you. And Matt, talk to me about what makes Trinity League special.
You've got a few, I think, 5 or 6 just great teams. I think you can make a case for it to be the best league in the nation, athletically, and specifically with baseball, because you've got every team with guys 1 through 9 that are talented, that work hard, and you got to fight for every out and fight for every win. So I think it's just the overall depth and high-end talent that's throughout every team that makes Trinity League so good.
Wonderful. All right, I'm going to go ahead and open up the floor to questions. Eric?
Chris, can you just talk about the value of Milan as a relief pitcher, because this league is loaded with pitching, but you might have a capable closer that if you can get through 5 innings, the game is over. At least that's what you hope.
You know, we the past couple of years we've deployed him, as our closer. He's done a tremendous job, just in his maturity, in his confidence, in his ability to tack hitters. We've tried to be conscious of his arm, playing on both sides. He's blessed with a talented arm, but just it's a nice security blanket for us as a program when we're deep into a tight ball game. Having a guy that has experience, has maturity, has poise to be able to go in there and attack hitters on a regular basis. So we're fortunate, and also very conscientious of the young man's arm.
Two-part question for you, Milan, and then you can pass the mic to your boys. Talk a little bit about your Team USA experience first, and what you did a little bit in the summer, and then talk. Each one of you can talk, and you can pass the mic. UCLA. Why'd you choose it? How come it was a good fit for you? And the same question will go to the other guys.
Well, first of all, playing for your country was just the best thing I think I've ever done. It's just such an honor, being blessed to be able to represent something that's bigger than you, bigger than your area. It's your whole country. It's just amazing. I couldn't even put into words how much fun I had there, and meeting all the guys, and we still talk daily. It was amazing. So, and then for UCLA, I chose UCLA because of the winning culture there. I think when I committed, they were like 3 in the country, and then like 6 months later, they're number 1 in the country. So it was that was a big part of it, and then the coaching staff, obviously close to home but far enough for college, and it was just a good mix.
So I chose LMU. A lot was to do with Coach Trout. I really feel like I can buy into the process that he was telling me about and the culture they're kind of trying to build there. They had a successful year last year, a lot better than they've been in the past, and I think their program's on the up. And like Milan said, it's close enough to home, but not too close, so Mom can't come to my door every day. But she can be there if I need her to be. But a lot of it's Coach Trout. I feel like I can go there and develop and be the player and man I want to be, and like build myself as a man of character and also as a baseball player.
And then I chose Santa Barbara because I really bonded with the coaching staff, and I really felt like it was a good fit for me with Coach Checkitz and Coach Fontino. And then also being in California, being in the same warm weather, don't want to get cold. But it was far enough from home, but also close enough where my parents can stop by and say hi. But it was just a really good fit with the academics too, and being able to have that competitive academic level.
I didn't really have. It was a great choice for me to go there, but it was about the only team that would actually take me. So.
Bob Gibson, Catholic Sports for you, Milan. Your dad, having been in the big leagues.
Yeah.
What was that like to grow up with that? And what have you been able to get from him? Obviously, growing up in that atmosphere and having somebody who's played at the highest level, and being able to just kind of glean that information off him.
Well, I mean, it's awesome because I don't think the day goes by where we're not talking about baseball the entire day. So that's always good, just always picking his brain since I was little. Even if I didn't know it, I always was. And, just learning all the time. And unfortunately, he was retired when I was born and all that stuff, so I didn't really get to, live any of it. But when he was coaching with Mexico and the World Baseball Classic and all that, and the Olympics and all that stuff, I was able to go, and through that and through his broadcasting, I'm able to go feel all that stuff. So it's been really cool.
Matt.
Steve Granado, CA Sports Zone. Chris, I want to start with you. Last season we spoke at Media Day about success nationally with your other sports in hockey and soccer. Does the invitation to the Boris Classic, is that kind of a mark for you guys to kind of pride yourself on?
It's a great experience and something that we had coveted for a long time, and I know it's not an easy kind of thing to get into with 16 teams in Southern California, and there's a lot of really, really good programs, across the, LA County to San Diego County, Orange County, and Riverside. There's just a lot of really good programs, and to be selected on, we're tremendously honored. It's going to be a great experience. I know the boys and the program are extremely excited about it. Excited for the test of it. But for us, from a more bigger perspective, as a program. It's a small benchmark as to kind of, where we want to be able to take our program. So we're excited about it. It's going to be fun, and we're looking forward to coming up and competing against those guys.
And if any of the players want to add to that, or you guys, what that means to you to be part of that tournament?
Forest Classic, it's a huge tournament with like a bunch of really competitive teams, and from last year not being able to play in it, like all of us probably looked at it saying we want like our shot against those competitive teams, and now that we are able to get the opportunity to play them, we couldn't be more excited. Really looking forward just to the level of competition where every game's a dogfight and you have to come out and compete every pitch, every at bat, every inning, and to win a game. And so that's what I feel most of our team is looking forward to.
Matt, you went from like this long, lean, really skinny sophomore guy throwing like 82 at one day when I first saw you, to what you're doing now, which is awesome. And how's your overall game evolved? And then what kind of process have you gone through to get to where you are today?
Well, yeah. So sophomore year, I was just tall, 6'4", scrawny kid, probably weighed 150 pounds. I still am pretty scrawny. I mean, haven't thrown much weight on me, but I put a little bit on. I think a lot of it was with the mental game. I struggled a lot sophomore year with the mental side of things and kind of, not with confidence so much, but with more of controlling what I can control. I think a lot over summer with Coach Malik and some of my other coaches, helping me mature mentally and become stronger that way, I think has helped me a lot and helped me to some success last year. And I think more just kind of experience too, playing with, against some of the best competition in the country and playing with some of the best kids in the country and in the state. I just think overall the experience and kind of just maturing has helped me become the player I am today.
Milan, you said that it was the greatest experience playing for the U.S. team, but you also got to play at Dodger Stadium last year. So I want you and maybe the other kids to explain for people who've never had that chance to play at Dodger Stadium what it meant and what you – and just it's 8 months later, and I know the coach wants you to look ahead, but that's still an experience you'll probably never forget.
Well, yeah, I mean, when thinking about high school baseball, when I got back from Korea, actually, they asked me how it was, and I told them that Dodger Stadium was actually more fun. They can testify for that. And, I mean, just something that we worked for so long. And, since basically freshman year, we're trying to build that culture and that idea of we can do it. And finally being able to do it and that dog pile and hugging all my teammates after, it was amazing. And then taking all the pictures and everything after, it was awesome. It was good to be able to put that mark as a baseball program and kind of just leave our stamp there.
But also getting the chance to play in the infield where all the great players what did that feel like?
Well, yeah, walking in, there's a lot of history there. And then when you have a chance to play where so much history has happened and so much success has been, it was amazing. It was awesome. And then standing that short and seeing the stands and seeing the beautiful stadium, it was just a great feeling.
Steve? No? Last questions? All right. Thank you, Santa Margarita.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.